x. Further, we are considering here forces acting along x-axis, already I told you. Then extension along x direction takes place, while compression, or we can say negative elongation or negative extension along y and z axis takes place. Extension along x-axis is denoted with the letter small l, while compression along y direction along z direction is denoted with the letter L dash. We are familiar with the Young's modulus. It is the stress upon strain. Young's modulus is the ratio of stress upon strain, and it is given force upon area. Stress is nothing but the force upon area, and strain is nothing but change in length per unit original length. You are observing in the diagram contraction along y-axis and contraction along z-axis is shown in the diagram, while extension is shown along x direction, and that force is along the x direction. Already I mentioned, since cube is a unit, hence edges of cube having same length, therefore area is equal to 1. Length is equal to also 1. Hence, Young's modulus capital Y is equal to capital F divided by L. It is written first equation. From this equation, L is equal to capital F divided by capital Y. Now we will see compression or contraction, or we can say negative elongation along y and z axis, which is to be found now. Compression or negative elongation or negative extension is denoted with the letter L dash as shown in the diagram. Here compression is equal to L dash, and we are familiar with the Poisson's ratio, which is denoted with the letter sigma. Poisson's ratio is equal to sigma, and sigma is equal to lateral strain divided by longitudinal strain. So from that, lateral strain is equal to sigma into longitudinal strain. So lateral strain is equal to lateral compression divided by original length, and which is equal to L dash divided by 1, where original length is equal to 1. It never changes in this case. It remains constant. So from that, L dash is equal to sigma into longitudinal strain, and further L dash is equal to sigma into longitudinal strain, which is written equation 3. So from that longitudinal strain, L is equal to capital F divided by Y. We know that earlier we have derived it. Hence, L dash is equal to sigma into capital F divided by capital Y, and this is equation 4. Forces acting along x-axis produces extension or elongation, while compression or negative elongation produces along y and z axis, as it is already shown in the diagram. Extension along x-axis is equal to capital F divided by capital Y. Extension along y-axis is nothing but the compression along y-axis, and it is given as minus sigma into capital F divided by capital Y. Similarly, extension along z-axis is minus sigma into capital F divided by capital Y. Extensions along x direction, along y directions, along z direction, or we can say along xyz axis are given as Ex, Ey and Ez respectively. extension Ex is equal to capital F divided by minus sigma into capital F divided by capital Y minus sigma into capital F divided by capital Y is equal to capital F divided by capital Y into bracket 1 minus 2 sigma. Here extension along x-axis is equal to extension along y-axis is equal to extension along z-axis is equal to extension E simply, and which is equal to capital F divided by y into bracket 1 minus 2 sigma. Hence, each side extends as above. Extension of unit cube is given as E plus 1 or 1 plus E, which is written as 1 plus E is equal to 1 plus capital F divided by capital Y into bracket 1 minus 2 sigma. Now we are familiar with the volume strain. What is volume strain? Volume strain is nothing but the change in volume divided by original volume. So from this, volume strain is equal to 1 plus E bracket cube minus 1 divided by 1. And finally, volume strain is equal to 1 plus E raised to 3 minus 1 divided by 1 is given as 1 plus into bracket 1 plus E cube plus thrice E into bracket 1 plus E bracket complete minus 1, and which is equal to thrice E neglecting terms of higher powers of E. Now consider about bulk modulus. Bulk modulus is denoted with the letter capital K, and capital K is nothing but the ratio of volume stress to the volume strain, and it is given as capital F divided by 1 whole divided by thrice E, and it is equal to capital F divided by 3 into capital F divided by Y into bracket 1 minus twice sigma. Rearranging the terms, we get capital Y is equal to thrice K into bracket 1 minus 2 sigma. So this is about the relationship among elastic constants. These are the capital Y, which is Young modulus, capital K, which is bulk modulus, and sigma, which is Poisson's ratio. So this is about the